Yes, so after discussing on how can we solve different quadratic equations by using factorization method, now this time let's move to the second method of finding the solution of quadratic equations, and this method is completing the square. So let us discuss about how can we solve different questions on quadratic by using completing the square method. So this is completing the square method. Completing the square method. So completing the square, this is an alternative method, or it is an alternative way of finding the solution of quadratic equations. How can we get the different values of x, y, or any other letter in quadratic equations by using completing the square method? Now, let us see these examples. All before we say completing the square, completing the square is an alternative method of finding the solution finding the solution of quadratic equations. Yes, this is an alternative method, or it is an alternative way of finding the solution of quadratic equations. For example, example 1, by using completing completing the square method, find the solution of the following quadratic equations. Yes, by using completing the square method, find the solution of the following quadratic equations. A, we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. B, we have x squared again plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. C, we have 2x squared plus 8x plus 8 is equal to 0. D, we have x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. And E, we have 2y squared minus 10y plus 12 is equal to 0. Yeah, so these examples, we have to solve these examples by using completing the square method. Now, let us check one example after another. Let us check the steps of solving these quadratic equations by using this method. So A, we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Solution, Now here we have, in order to find the solution of quadratic equation by using the completing the square method, we have several steps. Check. So the first step is to write the equation, which is x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the first step. And then the second step is we have to observe this coefficient of x squared. In solving quadratic equation by using completing the square, we have to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. So if it is 2, you have to divide by 2 throughout so as to remove that 2. If it is 3, we have to divide by 3 throughout the equation so as to remove this 3. If it is 10, we have to divide first by 10 by 10 by 10 so as to remove this 10 to be 1. So the second step is we have to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. But here, if we observe our equation, it is x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Then the coefficient of x squared here is already 1. Then this step is over. Then we have to go to the second step. Then the next step is we have to take this 6, we shift the other side. But here, if you observe, our 6 is plus. When it go there, it will be negative. So then we have x squared plus 5x is equal to negative 6. We shift this 6 positive to the other side. After shifting this to the other side, then we have to take our b, which is 5. We take 5, we divide by 2, and then we square. After squaring, with the value which we get after squaring, we have to add in this side and this side. You have to add that value to these two sides. How? We have to take b, we divide by 2, then we square. After getting the answer, then we plus this side, and then we plus that answer to this side. But here, if we observe our equation, our b is 5. Our b is 5. As you remember, the general form of quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So b, the number which stay with x here. So the number which stay with x here is 5. So our b is 5. So we have to take 5, which is our b, divided by 2, then square. How much will you get? 5 divided by 2, then square. This will be 5 square is 25, and 2 square is 4. It means here is 5 times 5, we get 25, and here 2 times 2, we get 4. So this is our answer. Then we have to take this answer, we add to this side and to the other side. It means we have to add this answer to both sides of the equation. How? It will be like this: x squared plus 5x, then plus 25 over 4 is equal to, we take negative 6, then plus 25 over 4. Then it will be x squared plus 5x plus 25 over 4 is equal to, here it means it will be 1, then you find the LCM. LCM is 4. 4 divided by 1, it will be 4. 4 times negative 6, it will be negative 24. Then plus 4 divided by 4, the answer is 1. 1 times 25, it is 25. Then you have x squared plus 5x plus 25 over 4 is equal to negative 24 plus 25. Negative 24 plus 25, the answer is 1. Then it will be over 4. 1 over 4. Then, yes. So after reaching to this step, we observe this is x. How much if you times by itself, we get x squared? How much if you multiply by itself, we get x squared? The answer is x. Then we observe this sign, it is plus. If it is negative, then here you put negative, but here it is plus, so it is plus. Then how much if you multiply by itself, we get the 25 over 4? How much if you multiply by itself, we get 25 over 4? This will be 5 over 2, because 5 over 2 times 5 over 2, the answer is 25 over 4. And x times x, the answer is x squared. So this must have a square so as to give x squared, and this must have a square so as to give 25 over 4. So all of these, they must have a square. So we put bracket, then we put a single square. All of them, they must have a square. Is equal to, this is 1 over 4. Yes. Then how can we find x? It means we have to remove this square. How to remove the square? It will be x plus 5 over 2. All of this is square is equal to 1 over 4. Then you have to remove this square by putting the square root to both sides. Square root to both sides. So if you put the square root sign, this will cancel with this square root sign. So this side will remain with x. This side will remain with x plus 5 over 2. 5 over 2 is equal to, then the number inside the square root, when it gives out, it will be plus or minus. So it will be plus or minus. The square root of 1 is 1 over the square root of 4 is 2. So it is plus or minus 2. Then we find the value of x. It means this 5 over 2 will shift to the other side. So it will be x is equal to, but this is plus. When it goes there, it will be minus 5 over 2, then plus or minus 1 over 2. Yes. So then it is x is equal to, we take the first, which is 5 over 2 plus 1 over 2, or the second, we take negative 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2. So it is plus or minus. So the first will be plus, and the second will be minus. So then it will be x is equal to, the LCM here is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times negative 5, it will be negative 5. Then plus 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. All the LCM here again is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. Minus is here. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 1, the answer is 1. Yes. So then it is x is equal to negative 5 plus 1. Negative 5 plus 1, the answer is negative 4 over 2. All x is equal to negative 5 minus 1. It is negative 6, then over 2. So we get x is equal to negative 4 over 2. The answer is negative 2. All x is equal to negative 6 over 2. The answer is negative 3. So therefore, the values of x are negative 2. All x is negative 3. Yes. So this is how can we find the solution of quadratic equations by using completing the square method. It is very, very easy, but it needs maximum concentration. So this is example number 1A. Let's move to the second example to see how can we solve again these quadratic equations by using completing the square method. Number B, or letter B, we have x squared plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. X squared plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Yes. The first step is to observe this coefficient of x squared to be 1, but here I see it is 1. Then the next step is to move this 3 to the other side. So it will be x squared plus 4x is equal to, this is plus, when it goes there, it will be negative 3. Yes. Then what next? We have to take our b. Our b is 4. You remember, our b is 4. So we take 4 divided by 2, then we square. After getting the answer, we add to this side and this side. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 2 square is 4. So we take this 4, add it to this side, and 4 again, add it to this side. So it will be x squared plus 4x, we add with 4 is equal to negative 3, add with 4. We add 4 to both sides. Then it will be x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equal to negative 3 plus 4. The answer is 1. And then after reaching to this step, we observe how much you multiply by itself. We get x squared. The answer is x. We observe this sign. It is plus. How much if you multiply by itself? We get 4. The answer is 2. So x must have a square and the 2 must have a square so as to give 4. So all of these, put them under a single square. Is equal to 1. Yes. So it will be x plus 2, all of this square is equal to 1. So as to remove this square, we have to square root, and this side we put square root. If we put the square root to this side, this square will cancel with this square root. So to remain with x plus 2 is equal to, the answer inside the square root will be plus or minus the square root of 1 is 1. Then we find the value of x. We have to move these 2 to the other side. So it will be x is equal to, this is plus, when you go there it will be minus 2, then plus or minus 1. Then it is x is equal to, we start with negative 2 plus 1, or x is equal to negative 2 minus 1. Then it will be x is equal to negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1, or x is equal to negative 2 minus 1. The answer is negative 3. So therefore, the values of x is equal to negative 1, or the value of x is equal to negative 3. Yeah. This is completing the square. Very simple, but it needs maximum concentration. It needs maximum concentration. Then let's go to the number C, letter C. C, we have 2y square minus 4y, 2y square minus 4y minus 6 is equal to 0. 2y square minus 4y minus 6 is equal to 0. Solving by completing the square method. Solving by completing the square method. The first step is to make sure the coefficient of y squares to be 1. But here we see it is 2. So first we have to remove this 2 by dividing by 2 throughout. So we divide by 2, and here by 2, and here by 2, and here by 2. So as to make sure the coefficient of the y square to be 1. So after dividing by 2 here, it will be y square, because these 2 will cancel, minus 4 divided by 2, it will be 2y, minus 6 divided by 2, it will be 3, is equal to 0 divided by 2, the answer is 0. So our equation now is changed from this to this. Now the coefficient of y square, it is 1. The next step is we shift this negative 3 to the other side. So it will be y square minus 2y is equal to positive 3. This is minus, when to go there, it will be positive 3. After reaching to this step, we take our b. Our b here is 2. It is negative 2. We divide by 2, then we square. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 square, the answer is 1. So we take this one, we add it to this side and this side. So it will be y square minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 3, then plus 1. So it will be y square minus 2y plus 1 is equal to, here we get 4. Then how much if you multiply by itself, you get y square? It will be y. You observe this sign, it is minus. How much you multiply by itself, you get 1. It is 1. So all of these must have square is equal to 4. So then we have y minus 1. All of this is square is equal to 4. We remove this square by square root and this side square root. So if you put the square root, this square will cancel with the square root, so it will remain with y minus 1 is equal to the number inside the square root will be plus or minus the square root of 4 is 2. So it will be plus or minus 2. Then we have y minus 1 is equal to plus or minus 2, plus or minus 2. We find the value of y, so we have to shift this negative 1 to the other side. So it will be y is equal to, this is minus, when it goes there, it will be plus 1, then plus or minus 2. So y will be equal to 1 plus 2, or y will be equal to 1 minus 2. Yes. So then y is equal to 1 plus 2 is 3, or y is equal to 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So therefore, the value of y is equal to 3, or y is equal to negative 1. Yes. So this is how can we solve quadratic equations by using completing the square method. Now let's check the final example, the last example on how can we do these quadratic equations, how can we find the solution of quadratic problems or equations by using completing the square. Let's check this final example, which is yes, our last example here is D. It is 2a squared minus 10a plus 12 is equal to 0. It means we have to find the value of a. Yeah. Step 1, remove these 2 to be 1. So we divide by 2, here by 2, by 2, by 2. So these 2 will cancel, remain with a square minus 10 divided by 2, it is 5a, plus 12 divided by 2 is 6, is equal to 0 divided by 2, the answer is 0. Then you take this 6, you shift to the other side, but this is plus, when you go there it will be minus. So you have a square minus 5a is equal to negative 6. Yes. Then we take our b, which is negative 5, divided by 2, then we square. After squaring, negative 5 squared is 25, positive 2 squared is 4. So we take 25 over 4, we add it to this side and this side. Yes. So it will be a square minus 5a plus 25 over 4 is equal to negative 6, and this side we add 25 over 4. Yes. So then we have a square minus 5a plus 25 over 4 is equal to, here it is 1, then LCM is 4, 4 divided by 1 is 4. 4 times negative 6, it is negative 24, plus 4 divided by 4 is 1, times 25, the answer is 25. So then we have a square minus 5a plus 25 over 4 is equal to negative 24 plus 25, the answer is 1, then it is over 4. Yes. So after reaching to this step, now we observe how much if you multiply by itself we get a square. The answer is a. We observe this sign, it is minus. How much if you multiply by itself we get 25 over 4. The answer is 5/2, because 5/2 times 5/2, the answer is 25/4. Then all of these, they must have a square, then is equal to 1/4. Yes. So we have a minus 5/2. We have a minus 5/2 squared is equal to 1/4. We remove this square by applying the square root sign, and this side is square root. This square will cancel with this square root, so we remain with a minus 5/2 is equal to, here it will be plus or minus, square root of 1 is 1 over square root of 4 is 2. So we find a, we have to move this negative 5/2 to the other side. So it will be a is equal to, this is minus, when to go there, it will be positive 5/2, then plus or minus 1/2. Yes. So then a is equal to 5/2 plus 1/2, or a is equal to 5/2 minus 1/2. So a is equal to, here the LCM is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. All, here the LCM is 2 again. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Minus 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So you have a is equal to 5 plus 1 is 6/2. All, a is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4/2. So a, we get 6 divided by 2 is 3, or a, we get 4 divided by 2 is 2. So therefore, the values of a are, we have 3, or a is equal to 2. Yes. So this is how can we solve different questions, different problems, different quadratic equations by using completing the square. This method is very important to know. It's very important to understand all of these steps. It is very important to know how can you solve different quadratic equations by using completing the square. The only thing to note is you have to understand all steps we have discussed. You have to understand all steps before missing any step. So we have to understand all steps so as to get the solution of any quadratic problem. So until this point, let's call it a day, and then we shall continue next time. But don't forget to watch your online platform, which is Kidev Online Academy, and always we are with you. Thank you very much. See you next time. Thank you.